What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Dropping Knowledge Podcast. I'm your host, Talon Sai, and it is just me today. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go. I can imagine it's just going to be me kind of rambling on because this podcast is just falling apart, man. So the Discord was obviously not working last time, so Rhodes could not remote in from his house, and that's how it's been for the past 2 weeks. I have a ticket open with them. I'm trying to get everything worked out so that we can all record together, but it's just not happening. JF couldn't make it tonight. He's working late or something. So as of now, it's just me. I'll talk about the channel. I think I might open up Instagram Live and do a live Q&A for the podcast. Don't expect this one to go for an hour because I don't know how I'm going to sit here and talk to myself for an hour. It's going to be really awkward. But anyway, what happened since the last podcast, man? Not a whole lot. I'm no longer wearing a vest, which is nice. I can finally breathe again and feel like a normal person when I'm walking around out in public. New belts went live. I did a collaboration with Travax. Those things are available now for the next 28 days or so. And then I filmed 2 Sunday Gun Days this week. Those will be coming out over the next 2 weeks. Oh, I shot a high point. I know I talked about high points on the podcast in the past, putting an RMR on them and making them all Guccified and everything. And I did a full video on one today. It was kind of funny, but kind of taking it on a serious note, towards the end at the same time. And after I have shot one now, I don't think I could ever justify putting money into one, even for the comedic sake, putting an RMR on it and Cerakoting it some type of crazy whatever and doing all the typical Gucci gun stuff to it, because it did not shoot well. It's like holding onto a brick. My hand legit hurt after a while, and I shoot all the time, so stuff like that normally doesn't happen, but you guys will see that video in 2 weeks from when this podcast goes out. So I'm going to open up Instagram now. I guess I'll start with the DKPOD Instagram. If you're not following us there, it's Dropping Knowledge Pod on Instagram. And I'm hoping that at least by next week, I will have this microphone issue resolved. I'm actually going to be going to Ocean City, Maryland on vacation for a week, so I'll be there. I'll take my mic. I'm hoping that a friend or two will come down. Maybe I'll just have some surprise guest. I don't really know what's going to happen, but yeah, I'm trying. I don't want to miss a week. I started my channel and I haven't missed a weekly upload since the start of it, and I was going back and forth between doing this by myself. I'm like, man, it worked with my channel, and it's cool to say that I've never missed an upload. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to do this, and hopefully we can go back to normal sometime soon. The thing is, as soon as it gets back to normal, then we're gonna have fucking audio issues again and whatever. This ain't sit around and complain hour. Let's go on Instagram and answer some questions. Hopefully it's not just a bunch of gun questions, because when I go live on my main account, that's all that I ever get. My channel and my life is way more than just guns. So let's go live. You guys are probably going to hear me repeat a lot of the things that I just said. Probably should have just started this live right from the beginning. So live Q&A. And the first person to join is David. Hello, David. I'm doing the podcast by myself right now because no one's available and the Discord's broken. So I'm legit sitting here talking into a microphone by myself. Whole lot of fun. So even if you're just sitting at work listening to this, it's probably going to be better than working, I'm assuming. What's going on, everyone? I'm going to pin the live Q&A comment. There we go. I wish you could have joined the podcast, but unfortunately, this is how it goes. I'm going to have to read all of your comments as these go so the listeners know what we're even talking about. First question, what do you think about feet? This is how this is going to go. This is how this discussion is going to go. Like on a girl before looking at anything else. Dude, I feel like you have a foot fetish. I think so. What do I think about feet? Dude, I don't even look at a girl's feet who I'm dating. That's nothing that I'm like, yo, check out her feet, dog. Like you go to the beach and you're wearing flip-flops or something. I don't know, man. That's not a question for me. I had a friend in high school who was super into feet, man. He probably still is. I don't know. But hey, I ain't judging. Whatever floats your boat. I take my bitches to the beach as a first date. Dude, I mean, yeah, if that's what you're going to do. Like everyone always says, yo, take your girl or a first date, take her swimming so that her makeup comes off and you can see what she actually looks like. You take her to the beach so her shoes are off and you can peep them toes. What is it about feet that you like though? Like you like sucking on toes? You like smelling them? I don't know. Sucking on toes, dude, that's so weird. Talking about feet already? Time for headphones at the workplace. Yeah, man, sorry. This is how it goes. Next question. Do you ever go back and watch old videos that you don't post? I remember you saying not all videos make the cut. Yeah, so if I'm out filming something for, typically it's like a vlog where things won't make it onto the channel, I won't go and watch that video or like the clips that I took, the raw stuff. I do have a lot of it saved for in the future if I don't know, if something comes up and I want to put some like montage from the past together. But for the most part, all of that footage that doesn't make it onto the channel just kind of sits on a hard drive and it's kind of rots there. I don't know. I like to think that I'll be able to find a use for all of the stuff that I film, but I know that is not the case. It's never really the case. Do a throwback Thursday Talon vlog. I could. It would just have to be like jump cuts of all the dumb shit. I don't know, like funny moments or like shooting guns that didn't make the video or like, yeah, I don't know. I probably could do that, but we'll see. Next question, when are you going to make Little Dumpster shirts? I made a couple for myself and Rhodes and JF who are not with me, which is why I'm doing this live now. So I did the shirts just for us. I do have patches coming in. I know you guys saw all of the patches that Panda Tactical was making and sending to me. So I have DKPOD patches coming in soon, but those are not going to be up on the site until the next milestone. I did get a label maker today, though, which is sitting right here. So this thing will hopefully help speed up my process, and then I can just drop stuff off and then not have to worry about it. Speaking of Panda Tactical, they just joined. What's going on, Wayne? What did you bring to the range today? I took a high point to the range. I already talked about this on the pod, like before I went live here. It was an experience. I shot one of their carbines in the past, and it was okay, but dude, the pistols, it was a C9. It's a high point, man. It's $200. You can't say anything bad about it. Actually, you can say a lot of things bad about it, but you know, high point, side mount, red dot. So after shooting one, I can't justify doing stuff like that, like spending $600 for a slide cut and a red dot on top, because it was just so unpleasant to shoot. So I'll probably never do that, even for the comedic sake. Like, it would be cool because it's funny, but that's an expensive, like, funny novelty thing to own, you know? Next question. Before you really began to grow on YouTube, did you think about leaving your job in the future, or did you see yourself working there forever until YouTube became a real opportunity? I I never planned on doing what I do now. So being full-time, it's super humbling that I have the support and people keep watching my stuff, like that I have the chance to do this. But at the same time, it was kind of on the back of my mind, like, what if it gets to a point where I can actually do it full time? So basically, every time I would move from one apartment to another, or like a different city, different client, every time after like 50,000 subscribers, I probably moved like 3 times since I hit that milestone. It was like, man, maybe this is the time where I just quit my job and put all of my effort into YouTube and stuff and see if I can actually make something happen out of it. And then nothing happened. And then the last time I moved, it was I moved to New Jersey and I was at like 75,000. I'm like, man, this is the time. Like, I could do it. I hit 100,000 while I was living there, just sitting in my apartment by myself. I'm like, man, like, I really hope I can do it now. And it wasn't quite there. So moved to Miami. Obviously, we're where we are now, but I was there for 6 months. And I was just kind of thinking to myself the whole time, like, I'm almost at a point where I can do it. It's not going to be as comfortable living as I've been. I mean, it's basically 2 full-time jobs. So I just kind of worked up until it became a real opportunity, like you had asked in your question. And then now I'm doing it. It's been over a month now, and I'm still doing all right. So yeah, good question though. I did a podcast when I was in Chicago last week, 2 weeks ago. I forget when it was. I think it was last week now. And we talked a lot about that whole thing. I linked that on Instagram before on my main account, but if you guys want to see that, I can send you a link. So just shoot me a DM. Next question. If you had to give one up for the rest of your life, guns or booze, which one? Man, I'm going to say booze. Not because I'm like some crazy gun guy, but guns don't hurt me. Booze definitely is not good for you. And I think if I had to, I could just stop drinking. It would not be fun, but it would probably be the healthier option. And then no guns, man. I can't enjoy shooting. I can't protect myself and all of that nonsense. So yeah, I'm going to give up booze over guns for sure. Burrito Buddy's in the chat. Thanks for the shout out last week for subscribing to all of those phones. Yeah, Burrito Buddy was the one who subscribed to all of the DKPODs on the phone at the phone store, whatever that was. Podcast with Mickey was awesome. Yeah, that was a podcast out in Chicago. That was a good time. JF and Rhodes are not with me, which is why I'm doing this podcast by myself this time. I think I might have to go live on my main account. That way people actually join. There's only 20 people in here, and obviously there aren't a whole lot of questions. I'm trying to do this for an hour, but I don't know how this is going to go. When's the next trip back to Vegas, my man, and plans for out there? Next trip will probably be like after mid-September, and then plans are just going to be film, vlog, gun content. I mean, just get the whole studio set up out there, get a podcast set up, nice spot to film, and just kind of continue doing what I do here, but there. The channel lately is a ton of gun and gear reviews and stuff like that, and I know a lot of people like that, but for those of you who don't really care, I apologize because I don't really care about all of this stuff that much. It's just all of these ideas that I've had on paper and like things that I wanted to film. And now that I'm home, I can actually take the time to film all of that stuff. So it's going to be a lot of the same stuff you've been seeing over the past like 2 weeks. And then, yeah, hopefully it will be better after that. All right, I'm going to go live on my main account now, and then we're going to get a ton of questions about guns, which is going to be kind of annoying, but whatever. All right, I will talk to you guys over there. Oh, wait, one more. Fuck, marry, kill. Kim Kardashian, Megan Fox, Chanel West Coast. Dog. Oh, man. I'm going to fuck Kim K, marry Megan Fox, and kill Chanel West Coast. Do that laugh, man. I can't do that. I'd rather not kill anyone. Kill Kim. Okay, yeah, maybe that actually. Because she's annoying as shit too. Kill Kim. Fuck Chanel West Coast and marry Megan Fox. Still marry Megan Fox out of all those. Oh, now Rhodes joins. What's up? I'm doing the podcast by myself right now because the Discord is fucked up. I opened a support ticket with them. It's going to be the worst podcast ever. But whatever. I'm going to go live on my main account. And I'll talk to you guys over there. End live video. Discard. All right. Is this terrible yet? I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. I feel like no matter how bad this podcast is, it's better than no podcast at all, right? It's gotta be. Giving it an effort, all right? Give me something. Here we go. Now we're going to get a bunch of fucking who knows what type of questions. I'm going to start live video. I'm going to say live podcast Q and A. Sup. Okay, now there's people joining. I'm going to blatantly skip over a lot of the gun questions because I know how this goes. I can do a different live stream later. I can do one on the channel. Actually, I've been thinking about doing a live Sunday Gun Day on the actual channel. I just have a lot of other Sunday Gun Day videos that I need to film and get out of the way. But maybe someday I will just not do a full-blown video and just do a live stream for people who are there watching. What's up, cousin? Let's talk ski boards, bro. Ask questions, man. Anything that gets asked right now will be in the podcast this week. Now that I'm doing YouTube full time, I'm definitely going to be making more ski board videos this year. It just has to snow. I get emails and like DMs all the time. They're like, "Yo, when are you making more skiing videos?" I'm like, bro, it's the middle of July. What do you want me to do? You know? Some people don't get it, I guess. How long are you going to do YouTube before you get a TV show? I don't know, man. I don't know if I would ever want to do a TV show. As of right now, I don't think that I would want to because I'm in control of everything, start to finish, filming, editing, music choices, content in general. Yeah, I don't really plan on doing anything like that. You never know, though, man. If an opportunity comes knocking and it's something big, you can't say no. So, can we get some more black camo hats in stock? They sold out too quick. They did sell out really quick, but I'm not going to restock anything until I get to a next milestone. I was thinking 300,000 subscribers, but right now I'm thinking maybe 250. The thing is, it's a lot of money. I just bought a new label maker, which is sitting right here. And I'm going to be able to do things hopefully more efficiently than I did in the past. So I'm definitely going to have more stuff. I'm basically just kind of consolidating everything. I'm going to have shirts, patches. I got a ton of stickers. I got all of this stuff that is going to be in the store. but I'm not going to put that up until I have everything ready. So I still need to get a couple things like hats and shirts. Have you ever been ski boarding in Vermont? Yes, multiple times. I have some videos of us in Vermont, I think. Might not be on the main channel, though. Favorite sandwich toppings? All right, these are the good questions. I always go for turkey, lettuce, tomato, mayo, American cheese, hot peppers, hot pepper spread. Easy one. Or just a cheesesteak, whiz wit, if you're from Philly. Provectus group's in here. What's going on, man? My cousin asked, how many hours a day do you spend on filming and such? So today I filmed a Sunday Gunday video. I was up at like 9, and then I filmed until probably 2. And then I edited like a little bit of the video before I had to do some other things. So I'm going to say 9, 10, 11, 12... maybe like 5 hours filming like a intensive video, like a review video and stuff like that. If it's a vlog, I probably film less time and more like B-roll type of stuff. I probably put in definitely more than 40 hours a week with everything, editing included and emailing and a ton of stuff like that. But yeah, it really varies depending on what I'm doing. Oh, man, it's so hard to keep up with all of these. What's your go-to at Chipotle? Burrito, brown rice, pinto beans, steak, mild, medium, corn, cheese, sour cream. Another easy one. That's a good one. If you want to get one of those and send it to my address, you should do that. Oh, man, I'm trying to catch up on all these comments. There's so many now. Are you ready for all the crotch shots you're about to get sent when your belts start arriving from Travax? I'm ready, man. I'm prepared. I got a lot of wallet pictures last time I did those wallets, and yeah, I guess I'll be ready for those. Oh, my dad's in here. What's up? What's up? Colorado soon. I have friends in Colorado, and I would love to come out there. The only thing is I have a ton of stuff to do before then. I'm really not going to be able to travel like I want to until maybe like, man, fall. But then in fall, winter's coming, and I'm going to start skiing. So maybe in like the spring, I'll have some free time to kind of do other things. But as of right now, I'm gonna be here for the most part. All right, I'm just going to skip all the way down to the bottom. So sorry if you asked a question. You'll just have to ask it again. Best place to eat in Miami. There's so many places. Taco Rico was one of my go-tos when I was there. They got good fish burritos. I'm taking carry trainer with Mickey this weekend in Ohio. Awesome, man. Hopefully you enjoy the time there. The S12 event is coming up in about a month from today, and I will, of course, be there, so that's going to be a good one for sure. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Pennsylvania meetup. Someone's asking about a PA meetup. I'm probably not going to do any meetups until, like, bigger milestones. I did the one in Miami at 200K, and a couple people showed up, but I don't know. I would rather, I mean, if it's going to be anything, it would be like what we did in Miami. I'll just say, hey, I'm going to be at this bar at this time, hanging out with friends, and then everyone can kind of come and show up. But, yeah, maybe 500, maybe quarter or 500,000. I don't know, man. I'll just kind of play that by ear, and if there's enough people who want to see that, then maybe I'll do it. Yo, just wanted to let you know I appreciate all the hard work you're putting in recently. Much love. Keep it up. Thank you, Cameron. A lot of people don't appreciate it. They just want more and more. I was talking with someone about that yesterday. Everyone just wants more and more and more. And I'm like, dude, I I filmed for 5 hours straight yesterday, and then 5 hours again today, and then I've been editing and doing all of this other stuff for videos that are coming out in the future, which will free up time to do other stuff now. And some people don't seem to like understand that, but I appreciate it, man. Are you going to the NRA annual meeting next year? Yes, 100%. I had a ton of fun there, and I'm going to do it again. Definitely. We had a good crew out there too. That was a fun time. How many subscribers do you have now? 222,667. I have a little counter sitting on top of my safe, which is why I know the exact. Thank you for being a supporter of law enforcement. Of course, man. How can you not? Everyone always comments on the thin blue line flag that I have in my room. I actually had a commenter one time on a video who was like, "Oh, you fucking degenerate with that black flag, black American flag back there. It's so disrespectful to the men and women and blah, blah, blah." I'm like, dude, you obviously have no idea what you were talking about right now. I'm pretty sure I screenshotted that one because some people, dude, they just don't get it. Next question. What amount of money would it take to shave your beard? Dude, a lot. I just got my hair cut from my aunt who was in here watching. I got my beard trimmed up a little bit. It would take a lot of money. Like a lot of money. It's like asking a chick to not wear makeup. Like it changes the person. Or they'd be like, dude, shave your head. It's like, nah, I'm going to skip on that. If someone was like putting just straight cash down in front of me, then maybe my number would probably be lower, but still, I don't know. I'd be tough. I'm going to get my CCW on the 28th. Awesome. I just renewed mine. Mine actually expired like last week or 2 weeks ago, so I was unprotected for a little while there, but I got it renewed this week. What's your next build? I don't know yet. I don't have anything planned as of right now. Panda Tactical asks, what did you get on your e-board run to Sheets? It sounds so white trash. I got beef jerky. I woke up late and I didn't eat dinner. And I was like, man, I'm hungry, but I don't really want to eat a whole lot. So... how do you feel? I don't know how to answer that question. What's your dream car? Man, a lot of people ask that. Right now, I think I said this last week on the podcast, probably the McLaren MP412C, which is kind of like stereotypical, but it's not like Ferrari 488 or Lamborghini Huracan, something like that. Which, I mean, any of those cars would be dope. I haven't really thought about that. I'm super happy with the cars that I own. So, a Honda CRX. There you go. Jack's got the right idea. What's the next plan for the Subaru? I don't have any plans for the Subaru other than to drive it. Trying to think. Maybe do some work on the STI because that is really only like a weekend warrior now. Like if I'm only driving somewhere for fun and I'm not running errands or anything, I will drive that. I would like to like make it quicker, stage 2-ish, but I don't know. The thing is just it's a beast to drive. It's not comfortable, obviously, because it's super low to the ground. Yeah, I don't know. When is the 500 Smith & Wesson Sunday Gun Day? I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. Just because, I don't know, expensive, and it would get super old after like 2 full cylinders of rounds, and I mean, I could just blow shit up with it, which would kind of be fun, but I don't know. Next question. Did you learn to film and edit on your own, or did you go to school for it? I learned all by myself. I've been making videos since about 2009, and I don't really know. Probably watch YouTube videos, tutorials. I don't remember even doing that though. I kind of just picked everything up as I went along, and then if I needed to learn something very specific, I would figure it out. So it's kind of a process to learn all of that stuff. Oh, I like this question. Lever gun day. For sure. There's definitely going to be lever action guns in a future Sunday gun day. I have 2 filmed right now for the next 2 weeks because I'm going on vacation next week. But then hopefully sometime soon after that, I'll do at least 1 video, maybe 2, and I'll feature a few different options of lever guns. So that's 100% going to happen. You don't even have to worry about that. What happened to the car that was being refurbished? Nothing really has changed with that. I've gotten a couple comments. So they're referring to the Willys Jeep that was in a couple of old videos, and it's starting to make progress now. The frame is sandblasted and painted. There are a few rust spots that need to be fixed, but the frame is almost ready for everything else. The motor for it, I believe, is arriving sometime this week or maybe next. I don't know. It's coming soon though, so I'll be sure to make an update video on that once that comes along. We were talking about like different paint colors and things like that. There's a lot to choose from, a lot of different options that you can do, but I have a feeling it's gonna be sweet after that. Where to move, Texas, PA, or Vegas? I'm going to be back and forth between PA and Vegas. I don't really have any desire to live in Texas, so if I had to pick one, I'm going to pick Pennsylvania since that's where I'm at. I do love me some Vegas, though. I got a lot of friends out there now. Y'all talked about the first one getting married in your friend group the other day. We all know it's JF. Dude will be popping the question first. He already put her as a beneficiary. Dude, preaching to the choir. I'm pretty sure I said that he would be the first one. He's definitely going to be. Oh, Dez is in here. She says Vegas. Definitely Vegas. I'm coming back out soon for sure. Favorite nationality food? Mexican, American, Indian, etc. I'm going to say Mexican because I love burritos. There's so many different burritos. Breakfast burritos, fish burritos, steak burritos, sushi burritos. That's technically not Mexican, I guess, but... And tacos and enchiladas. Come on, man. You can't go wrong with that. Favorite Ocean City spot? I'm going to Ocean City this Saturday. I have to actually pack after this podcast. I'm going there Saturday to Friday, and then I'm going to upstate Pennsylvania for a bachelor party. I think my favorite spot would be... Ooh, there's so many. The place that I stay at, which I don't want to say on here so people don't stalk, but brass balls on the boardwalk's good, coconuts, 2-for-1 drinks. There's a lot of good places. Ocean City, Maryland. Secrets is good, but that turns into a shit show. So, do you do any type of hunting? I first started shooting guns when I was learning to hunt. I did like the hunter safety course and went hunting when I was like 12. I shot a buck, and then that was it. I was doing so many other things that I kind of fell out of it, so I don't hunt anymore. But if I ever have time, which I know I'm not going to have time anytime soon, I would probably pick it up again. But that's not happening as of right now. You should go live in a strip club. All right. You listen to the podcast, huh? Everyone become a Patreon. Yeah, shout out to all the patrons. I know there's people who come and go all the time, but they are the reason why I started the podcast. If you guys haven't read the pinned comment, I'm doing this live for the podcast right now. And you guys are the true supporters. Not that other people are not, but who can financially support to get like all of the extra stuff. That is a huge help because especially with all of the guns that I'm shooting, and it just really does help. Eventually, I'm hoping to get to a point where I can just get rid of Patreon and not have to use it. I mean, if it went away tomorrow, I would still be okay. But as of right now, it is still a huge, huge support. So I appreciate any of you guys who are over on there. Did you fire Rhodes? No. The reason I'm doing this again by myself is because we have mic issues, we have Discord issues, everything. The podcast is just falling apart. So I figured doing this is better than not putting out a podcast at all. This will come out, the whole thing will be out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. It's almost 9 o'clock now, so 12 hours this podcast will be exported, uploaded, and pushed out to SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play. Google Play is messed up too, man. Everything is just messed up. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Good question. What's your favorite Four Loko flavor? I went with grape last time, and I think the time before that we went with the fruit punch, and they're all trash. Let's just get that out of the way right away. They're all trash, but you put a little Strike Force in there, which I don't recommend. I'm not saying do that, but you should definitely do that, but don't say that I told you to do that. So, yeah, probably grape, man. Grape was good. I don't know. There's lemon too. Lemon's trash. Watermelon. Bleh. I'm good on that. So nasty. Yeah. Worst purchase. Someone asked this, I think, on one of the most recent pods too. Worst purchase. I always regret food purchases. Like, there aren't many things that I buy that I don't research the hell out of before I get them, like reviews, Amazon reviews, and just like my own research and stuff like that. But every once in a while, I'm like, oh man, yeah, this food sounds good. And then I get it and it's trash. And I'm like, oh, that sucked. I wish I would have got something else or would have went somewhere else. And that's always what comes to mind. Oh, Panda Tactical asked how many Twisted Teas last weekend. I don't know why we were drinking that shit, but we like split a 24 pack or something like that. And then hiked to the top of the mountain while I was wearing that vest the whole time. That was brutal. Someone asked, where can you get Jaeger from? You're in Florida. You can go to the liquor store, bro. You can literally get it everywhere. You go to the grocery store that sells liquor. Collaborations, yeah, there's going to be some collaborations in the future. I'm well over my 3 collaborations that I wanted to do with different companies and content creators. Mainly because I've made friends with all of these creative people who sort of do the same thing as me. Not necessarily YouTubers, but like I said, companies and people on Instagram and all these other things. So I'm good on that. And then my other 2 goals were number goals, analytics, a view count for the total channel, and then a subscriber count by January 1st. So I'm hoping I can get to those, but we'll see. We will see. Next EDC update. I keep seeing people ask about that and gun questions. Next EDC update, maybe once I get back from vacation. So maybe in like 2 weeks or something like that. Yeah, nothing has really changed, but that's just how it goes. Who was your favorite roommate? This is from a roommate of mine back in college. Evan, Khan, or me? I'm going to have to say my cousin. Gotta say my cousin. Maybe Khan. No, gotta say my cousin. Here's another common question that I get. Any tips for new YouTubers? The tip that I give everyone, it's so like that's such a vague question. I guess my tip would just be to actually do it. If someone calls themselves a YouTuber, which I never did until I hit 100,000, like people are like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I make videos every once in a while. Every once in a while isn't good enough. Like if you're a race car driver, you don't race cars every like 6 months or so. Like you do it a lot. So just do it. Post one video a week and like try to keep that as a goal. You got to keep doing it, because I see so many people who fall off really early. They say they want to do something like that. You can relate it to anything, not just YouTube. People want to do things, but then don't take the action to do it. So consistency definitely is the key to that. PB&J or PB and banana? Ooh, man. I like peanut butter and banana. But on a sandwich, I got to go with jelly. Got to go with the classic jelly. I kind of want a fried peanut butter jelly sandwich. I know they have those out in Vegas. And the peanut butter banana. Like, what's his name? Elvis? I guess Elvis used to eat that shit. So, trying to get some of those. White or wheat? White, for sure. PB and fluff, dude. Those are good too. Those are good too, man. What hobbies are you hiding? Good question. I have a ton of hobbies. I mean, everything that you've seen on the channel has been a hobby of mine at some point. I play a bunch of instruments. Like, I have a guitar sitting over here. I play a bunch of instruments. I played drums for a while, guitar, bass, obviously. I can play a little bit of piano. I can play ukulele, a little bit of mandolin. Play a lot of different instruments like that. So, what's your favorite drink besides Jaeger? Whiskey. Whiskeys, bourbons. Not a big Scotch guy, but I'd say stuff like that. When was the last time you played guitar? Maybe like, I don't know. I haven't picked that thing up for a while. Every once in a while I'll pick it up and play a couple chords and whatever, but oh man, I just saw that question. I can't even answer that question on the pod. I feel weird talking about that stuff when I'm not with friends. It's just it's weird. What are your go-to podcasts? Since I have not been working, I don't have time to listen to podcasts like I did, but I used to listen to Congratulations, Chris D'Elia's podcast, all the time. I was never a huge fan of him from the start, but after I started listening to his podcast and watch all of his specials, such a good podcast. You really got to start from the beginning to like appreciate it all. Views, David Dobrik and Jason Nash's podcast. A lot of YouTubers podcast. Basically, it's just something like this. The reason I started this, you can throw it on and you get an hour burned during your workday listening to someone that you watch every week or something like that. So I'm not a huge Joe Rogan guy. A lot of his guests and like the conversations just seem to kind of go in circles, like episode to episode. It always seems to be like the same. Talk about like alpha male and humans and animals and like, I don't know. It's just not really my thing. I don't know. Only getting gun questions now. I was hoping we could get some pod questions. You know? Think you will start working out now that you ditch the 9 to 5? Nope. No chance. I'm more busy now than I was when I had my 9 to 5. Because now it's like, all right, I have all this content I need to make. I got to do it. I got to do all of this stuff. And I'm focusing all of my time and effort into it. But all of the 8 hours of day that I got back from not working a 9 to 5, it goes, I don't know where it went. It's just filming and emails and editing and like all of this stuff over and over again. I'm constantly busy. Just because I'm not putting out videos every day doesn't mean that I'm not filming. Like, I film stuff for the future. So every day is something different. There are a couple of days where I'll take off and like just ship orders or just answer emails or run errands and get things done that I need to do. But yeah, it's but to answer your question, no, I don't plan on working out anytime soon. Maybe if I catch up on videos and I really get bored, then I could, but we'll see. How hard is it to keep a plan for the pod? Seems like you have a pretty good idea of where you always want it to go. I don't know where you got that thought, because I never know where the podcast is going to go. Every once in a while, I'll have like topics written down, but the past 2 weeks, our Discord server has been down. Like, it's not picking up my microphone and the whole setup for some reason. So we were just doing it in person, off the cuff. This is obviously completely off the cuff. And it's going okay, I guess. But I have a support ticket in. Hopefully I can get everything worked out for next week. And then we can hopefully be back to normal. If not, I'm going to be bringing my microphone with me on vacation. Hopefully one of my friends comes down to visit at the beach. So we will see. We'll see how it goes. 556 or 300 blackout. If it's suppressed, 300 blackout. If it's not, 556. Or 223 because it's cheaper. You need a sound booth for home. I mean, this is as good as a sound booth is going to get, actually. The audio sounds really good when it's just me by myself. But yeah, it's just the technical stuff, not really the audio. Are you a fan of PA snow? Yes, but I much prefer California snow and Colorado snow and anywhere with bigger mountains snow. You know? Talonsai 3D patches. All of the patches sold out. I have more, but they're not going in the store until the next milestone. So that's not going to be probably until January 1st, around Christmas time. We'll see. Maybe one of my videos will kind of take off. We just lost a subscriber. I'm watching the counter go up and down this whole time. I think I'm getting sick too, man. Or maybe it's just allergies. My nose is all stuffy. Probably from being outside in the dirt all day. Ugh. Oh, you're hearing a hissing noise? It's because of my computer. I had my phone sitting on my computer while this is recording, and it's making a bunch of noise. Sorry about that. That was the first person who said anything. The computer's on fire right now because I've been recording for almost an hour now. I can almost end this podcast. This kind of went quick. I don't know if it was entertaining at all, but, you know, we're at 52 minutes. Doing all right. Will you be shipping to Canada anytime soon? I do have this label maker here now, So hopefully I will be able to do some type of international shipping. But don't quote me on that. I don't know. It's I would have to figure out individual rates for each one. And then I'd have to fill out like custom forms, which would suck. So I don't know. I don't know the best way to do that. No, the laptop's fine. It's just loud because I've been recording for an hour straight. It takes a lot of processing power. Hashtag let's get talent a laptop. I'm good. My laptop's fine. It's good. It's just hot from recording. Eventually, like if this laptop went down, I would definitely need to buy a laptop like the same day or the next day. And I have a lot of footage on here right now that if I lost would suck, but I think I have it backed up to a memory card. So let's not talk about that. Let's knock on wood because I don't want that shit to happen. That would be terrible. I have to reset up everything. Not be good. All your goods are clothing shit. Custom forms shouldn't be so hardcore. They shouldn't be hardcore, but they are. Like I shipped, yeah, I think I shipped you a hat to Australia just to see what it was like, and it sucked. It took like 15 minutes to write down all of the information and everything. It was not good. I have a bunch of external hard drives to back up all of my information. I have 3 full ones, actually. I'm going to need to buy a new one soon. Need to get like a 10 terabyte one where I can just dump everything and not have to worry about it. Yeah. When is the PA meetup happening? Hopefully at 500,000. Or I could just save it for 1 million, which is not going to be for like 4 or 5 years, but it'll happen at some point. I don't know when. The best way to meet me is to just go to SHOT Show or NRA Show, or literally I post where I'm going all of the time. If I'm in Vegas, I'm like, yo, I'm going to this bar, or yo, I'm going to this club, blah, blah, blah. Like the best way to meet me is to just be following me on Instagram. I'm posting where I'm at a lot on here, so. How many times have you watched Super Troopers? A lot. I probably saw a movie like 6 times. I have not seen the new one, though. I forgot that came out until just now. Are you going to TriggerCon? No, unfortunately. I would like to. There are some people there who I would love to meet up with, but I cannot make it out there. I have a lot of other things, a lot of other trips planned, and for the logistics, like to make all that stuff work, it'd be difficult. Maybe next year, if I can plan things a little bit better. Favorite Netflix show right now? I don't watch a whole lot of Netflix. I watch YouTube. That's about it. Best all-time movie? All-time? Man, like Interstellar has always been one of my favorite movies. Top Gun. Actually, I should say Top Gun has been one of my all-time favorite movies, but then Interstellar came out. Super good movie. I'm a big fan of that as well. So, yeah. Have you tried the new Sheets tacos, or what's your go-to menu item? Rest in peace, Walking Tacos. You listen to the podcast. Dude, the new tacos are not bad. I had them once, and then I had them again like last week sometime. They're really not that bad. So that might be the new go-to at Sheets. I mean, Sheets food isn't the best anyway, but, you know, I'd rather go to Wawa for food. But Sheets is closer. It's more convenient. So that's it. All right, just a few more questions so I can wrap up this podcast. Only got a couple minutes left. PUBG or Fortnite? PUBG all day. I might play PUBG after this. Favorite microwavable food? Ooh, I don't like a whole lot of microwavable food. Like pizza rolls. I was gonna say bagel bites, but those are way better in the oven. I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that one and come back to you. I'm gonna write that down in my phone after this so I can hopefully talk about that on the next podcast. All right, guys. Well, that's where I'm going to wrap up the podcast for today. I'll stay on the live stream for a little bit yet, but I'm hoping that I can get all of these audio things worked out. I mean, I'm going on vacation and it is going to rain while being at the beach, so I will probably have a bunch of time to sit in front of my computer and edit and work on whatever the hell is causing this problem. And then hopefully we can get back to normal like when the pod first started. So thanks to everyone who was on the live stream on either of them that I did, and thanks for asking questions. I guess that's it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought about this in the YouTube comments if you're watching or listening on YouTube. That's it for this week. Thank you guys for listening, and I will talk to you next Friday. Peace.